Children's Hospital at Renaissance.
Eight plays, the distance of the field. They were down to the 15-yard line, went on a 5 yards on first down. 2nd and 5 came up when they fumbled the ball and given it over to the Falcons. And they went 85 yards and put 7 points on the board. After the Cougars were going to go 3 and out, we had a rough in the punter and gave him new life. Gave him new life to give him a 1st and 10, but did nothing with it. And they went ahead and punted the ball again. After that, it was Falcons turning the ball over. They turned the ball over, and it was Cougars turning the ball right over once again. So it's my turn to stand up. Paulo, you stay right there, buddy. So it was them turning the ball over again. So, and then they turned it right back. So it was the Falcons once again after another turnover, putting up the 7 points on another 7 points on the board. So after two turnovers, what the Falcons have done is they've turned those 2 turnovers into 14 points. So once again, right now the score is, with 1/2 left to play, it's the Falcons from Los Fresnos 14 and the Cougars from Edinburg 0. The only bad thing about it, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be the Falcons receiving the ball first. They'll take over to start the 3rd quarter. It's going to be the Cougars kicking from the north side to the south side, where the Falcons will be going from the south to the north. So once again, I'm Donald Salinas, Coach Escobar joining us, Edinburgh coach, and Paul Osbury, and to my right, my wife, Ida Salinas, helping us with the stats. Thanks for the stats. Missed everything. That was great.
Everything.
So it's going to be first, Cougars kicking out. Paulo will take us to it. And like I said, it's Donald Salinas, Coach Escobar, Paul Osbury, Ida Salinas joining us at Edinburgh Cat Stadium. We got one more half of football here at Cat Stadium. Pablo.
Balanced formation, 5 and 5 on either side of the kicker. He pounds it. It's going to go over the head into the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. 20-yard line. Is it what? The 25? What are these turning?
25-yard line now, buddy.
Sometimes 30, sometimes 25. I don't know.
They changed it this year, I think, Paul.
All right, so they'll be starting at the 25, not bad field position. You could have better. Yes, right now we got an update from the Uvalde area. That's a team that Uvalde Victoria are going to be playing tonight. So the winner will be playing. If the SaberCats can pull out a victory tomorrow, it'll be them. And right now it's the Coyotes down 21-23 at halftime. We got us a good one. All right, Coach, what do you think? What are you going to do right now?
Well, I think they just got to stay with what they're doing, and they'll be fine. I think the defense is going to keep them in the ball game. Defense keep them in the ball game, and they'll be fine. I think they just got to grind it out.
All right, here we go, Pablo.
All right, that was actually a good job by the defense. I don't know how the whole developed, but he's got one man to beat. He cuts it back. He's gone. The 20, the 10, touchdown, Falcons.
Only 13 seconds, well, maybe less, because we had a little run off on the kickoff. So for right now, it was 13 seconds. They go a total of 75 yards on the run. Like we said, here's the replay, Paulo.
Right there, some missed tackles. Go
down
low, take care of that. That'll be easy. Azul Barrientos on the run off the left side. Just found a gap, and he was gone. Don't end a missed tackle, and next thing you know, we're talking about the extra point.
There we go, extra point coming up, Pablo.
Snap looks good. So does the hold. Kick. Well, it's going to be a tight one. Extra point, Falcons.
Quickly, 13 seconds into the 3rd quarter. Now it is 21 Falcons, Cougars 0. And guys, it seems to me like if they had him there, for a pickup of maybe 8 yards, 10 yards. We talk about it, Coach, about that, that yak, the yards after contact. There was plenty of that. And then another guy had him at about the 45-yard line, went for the punch on the football, missed both the football and the player, cut it back to the inside and went all the way. Pablo, what do you got?
Well, it's
we just got hit, man. You
just got a jab right in your jaw and buckled your knees right now. So you just got to back off. You got to catch your breath. And I'll tell you what, there were some missed tackles on that play. It was good on good. They had some good blocking, but I'll tell you what, Edinburgh North was there. They just missed the tackle, though.
Yeah, and again, I mean, Coach, on the other hand, Coach, right here, Coach, hearing it from you, Coach, what do you got to do right now is how quickly you need to get on your players and let them know, we still got a lot of game left.
Well, you got to stay positive, no doubt about it. Let them know that they're all right. They're all right. It's a long ball game. There's 23 minutes left. You know, a lot of things can happen in the next 23 minutes. You got to stay positive and keep on grinding it out.
All right, Pablo.
All right, low line drive kick. Going to hit the turf. It's going to be fielded at the 10. As he stays in the middle, he's going to try to bounce it outside. He's got nowhere to go. He's just running around, and he gets hit, and they will settle in at the 32-yard line.
Maybe the 32-yard line, maybe the 33 at the most for right now, ladies and gentlemen. After holding the Falcons into not scoring any more points going into the half, that was a big thing for the Cougars. We talked about it, Coach, and we said, well, how big is it to keep them at 14 and not 21 or to 17? And we said it was a big thing to do. They did it, Coach, but then come first play, they go 75 yards, and now it's 21-0 Cougars. First possession of the second half, ladies and gentlemen.
Christian Espinosa under the center in the I formation is going to hand it off to Whitesides. Follows his lead blocker and grinds it out for a gain of about 7. A good run by Whitesides on that play. Power dive on that one. What's up, Donut?
I'm not trying to get Aaron Leo a little too loud, but Martin will take care of it right now. We're hearing the outside mic a little bit right here, ladies and gentlemen. But we're going to take care of it, I guarantee you. 2nd and 3 coming up, pick up 7 yards, 11-10 and counting left in the third quarter.
Again, the dive. That's Whitesides. Good little adjustment on his feet. Stays on his feet. And unfortunately fumbles the ball. Los Fresnos going to have the ball on about the Cougar 43, 44-yard line. And that is a very costly mistake.
All right, so it is now Cougar fumbling the ball. That is their 3rd turnover. Remember the first 2 turnovers? The first 2 turnovers turned into 14 points. We'll see what this turnover is going to turn into. For right now, it's going to be Los Fresnos football once again. They've only run 1 play in the 3rd quarter, but they put 7 points. Leo's too loud.
And Coach Escobar, you as a coach, we're asking you right now, you got to stay, you got to keep the players up.
You got to stay positive. The easy thing to do is get on them right now and be hard on them, but you just got to stay positive. A lot of bad things have happened. They need something good to happen, but you got to stay positive with them.
Appreciate that insight, Coach. Oh, look at this. He's going to be open in the flats. And that's a good little catch and grab to Izaguirre, Armando Izaguirre. Still on his feet. Touchdown Falcons. Raul Lopez, the quarterback, rolls right. And the linebacker's cornered. Everybody vacated their zone. He threw all the way back across the field and found his man in space. And next thing you know, it is 27-0.
Wow,
Raul Lopez on that catch.
They ran 2 plays on the 3rd quarter. One went for 8 seconds, one went for 13, one was 75 yards. This one went for 43 yards, and it is now quickly, after it being 14-0 at halftime, it is going to be maybe 28-0. Paulo, take us to the point after, Paulo.
Kicker goes through his routine. He tells the holder when he's ready. Holder tells the center. Snap is there. Looks like a good hold. Looks like a good kick. Extra point, Falcons.
Coach.
Holy guacamole.
Here's
your replay. Rolls to his right, throws all the way back across the field. And a missed tackle or 2, and there you go.
I think that's something that goes on. Woo. They take a shot after a turnover. I think that's one of the things people like to do, and always got to be aware on that. And, I think it's just those kids made a great play.
And Coach Escobar, I'm sure all these kids, Edinburg North, don't leave your zone. Always take a peek.
Yes,
there might be someone coming across. And he did, and he was wide open.
Yes,
and Coach, it happens to everybody.
Yes,
you just called it yourself. How is it? Why is it so hard to get these kids to know what's coming?
Yeah, I think it's just I think there's 16, 17-year-old kids. I think I think it's something that takes a while to get them to discipline, understand what's going on. But I think they're kids and they're playing a game, and sometimes they lose focus, and it just happens, And I think it's just part of the game. It's just part of the human nature of the game.
Yeah, Coach.
You see professionals do it all the time.
Exactly.
I got a shout out to Maria.
To who?
Maria, listen
Maria,
to us.
Shout out to Maria. Hey, Maria, how you doing? You know what, Maria? We're going to barbecue again.
That's right, brother.
It was great, man.
That's right. Coach Guerra, shout out.
Shout out to Coach Guerra.
A short kick. Going to be fielded at the 20, and he makes a move, but he has done great job. That was Whitesides. was unable to do something with that short kickoff. Looks like a Cougars ball on about the 27.
All right, gentlemen, I got, right now, you just got it. I mean, I'm not even going to try and call the lady right now.
Not yet.
Not yet. But
we're not calling Bill Reynolds yet.
No, we're not. We're going to wait. But for right now, ladies and gentlemen, the Cougars must get something going.
Got a little update. Mission Veterans 10, Donna 0. That's a close one. That's could go either way. Appreciate that upside.
Well, after getting the ball down
Coach.
to the 27-yard line, we have another
that's
10 yards back. So they'll be starting at their own 16-yard line. That's the Cougars. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we just started the second half, but on 2 plays, the Falcons have put 14 points on the board. It's right now Falcons 28, Cougars 0.
All right, Edinburg North, split right. Got double tight in. I formation, 2 running back set. And he's going to hand it off. Whiteside tries to bounce it outside. Good running right there. I'll tell you what.
They fly
the
around.
linebacker's got some speed. You got that right, Coach. I was just going to say that. The linebacker pursuit, I mean, that has a –
there it is. Come on, throw a flag.
We saw a little extracurricular.
There it is.
There's a lot of speed on the Los Fresnos because Whiteside got outside. Should have been able to turn the corner. But I'll tell you, the pursuit by them linebackers, they can run.
Yeah, and that's a good call right there, Coach.
It's a little extracurricular.
Extracurricular as far as, getting off, using him to get up and pushing him down right there. That's a good call there by De La Garza, the head ref. Yes, it's De La Garza,
Fernando,
the head ref. So it's going to be now an automatic first down. So we're going to, coaches, here we go. We're going to
move those chains.
Oilo más Escobar. El trio. We got a new trio up in the booth. Sorry, babe. We're going to call this guy the replacement. Here we go. It's first and 10 ball quickly at the 32-yard line for the Cougars. They get a good break right here, guys.
Ball was a snap, split right. As the lineman blocked down, there actually was a hole there for a split second, but when you mishandle the handoff, the entire timing of the play is disrupted. Linemen are expecting, only open up holes for only so long.
There's a lot of talking going on out there.
Yeah, there is. And again, Coach, you do not want to let a team back in the game with something like that. You just gave them 15. You don't want to give them another 15. Here we go. 2nd and 10 coming up with the Cougars. 9:58 ain't counting left in the third quarter.
Split right, I formation. Going to hand out the ball to Whiteside right up the middle. And he runs into a pile of bodies, no more than a gain or 2 or 3. And Los Fresnos looks like they're feeling pretty good about themselves. And like you said, guys, just right now, they just caused themselves a 15-yard penalty a little bit earlier.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you don't want to give any reason to get a team more fired up.
Nope.
You don't want to give them any reason.
All right, 3rd and 6 coming up, 9:34. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it was a good game, 14-0 at halftime. But in 2 plays, they go 75 yards on one, 43 on the other. They put 14 points on the board. So it's now 28 Falcons, Cougars 0.
Got Twins left, split right. Got Christian Espinosa in the backfield with Whiteside. Whiteside shifts over to his left side, the wide side of the field. And it's going to be a play action. He got nowhere to go. You got the defensive end. Nobody decided to block the defensive end. He came in clean. And I'll tell you what, Espinosa, there's nothing he can do about that. And that is a big-time loss.
Well,
that's a missed assignment, don't it? They got to block that.
Okay.
No, that's just a missed assignment.
Okay.
That guy has no reason to have a free run like that.
All right, so it was a free shot by the outside linebacker, I believe, that came in from the far side of the field. And like Paul called it, he had no chance to do anything but just take the sack there for a loss of another 8 yards. So it's going to be 4th and 16 coming up for the Cougars. They're looking at punting the ball.
Punt formation. Those Fresnos looks like they're coming. And they did. They kind of thought about it. Knuckleball, high knuckleball. That should have been fair caught. It still might be caught. Oh, hello. And it goes off the head. Cougar player. When it rains, it pours, don't it?
Yeah, and then, it's
where's the ball? Hey, it hit you on your head.
Things are starting to look a little ugly for the Cougars. And you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, it's just like we just called it. When it rained, it poured. And it's pouring right now against the Cougars. It's going to be 1st and 10. They ran 2 plays. They put 14 points on the board. And they're going to be setting up at the 37-yard line.
Ooh, talk on a few more there, don't it? Got Eagle Eye Julio and Martin Torres up here. I didn't even see that flag. Thanks, guys.
Oh, it's going to go back. It's going to go back.
Yeah.
All right.
What'd they call? Holding
on the defense.
Those Fresno's going to back him up.
I tell you what, those are the killers. Special teams penalties just wear me out. They make me go crazy.
Well, hey, you got it. They wear you out, Coach. I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, you're getting some really unique insight we got ourselves a head coach for Edinburg Bobcats up here. Coach, appreciate you.
All right,
Yeah,
it's going to be a 10 yards against the Falcons. It'll put them instead of at the 37. It's going to put them at the 27. First and 10. 8:20 left in the third quarter.
All right, you got twins to the left, and they run that way. Great job. Good job. They
Good play.
The blocker. Came up and attacked from the outside end, don't it? As he kept his outside shoulder free. Great job. No more. Probably a gain of 1.
Gain of 1. And you know what? That play looked very promising. I said, look at the blocker. And then somebody came through and made a great play on that. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 coming up. 10:57 counting. And the Cougars need to get something going on the defense, maybe to get the offense the ball because they're down 28 points and that clock is still running.
Well, expect to play action coming in a minute now. The Cougars are really creeping up there. You got twins right.
2-on-1 on that side.
Yeah, well, kind of. This guy's going to bail out. He's got safety over the top, so they should feel good about that.
They're seeing the play over there, Paul. I mean, you got to change that.
They did. They're seeing that right now. All they're doing is they're watching how the defense is aligning. There you go, and that's not by mistake that's not by mistake that the running backs move around. And a dive right up the middle.
Got to the outside.
And that is David Guerrero, and he is down to the 25, the 20, and just like that, David Guerrero carries the rock, goes up the middle, bounces outside to the right, and they're gonna
move those chains. Here's a replay, Pablo.
They found something they lack over there. It looks like they ran the blast.
What you call me?
They blasted them. They had a blast.
You call me?
That blast had a blast, and that's something else there.
Hey,
quarterback up the middle, of course. Fresnos stays on his feet. Holy guacamole! Pierce Ruiz just refused to go down.
Paulo, they need a 10. He got 16, so we're gonna
move those chains
and drop them chains.
Yeah, he wasn't sure. That's good. 3 minutes, baby.
I'm sorry.
I'm
not that advanced.
First and goal at the 7-yard line. They ran 1, 2. They ran 6 plays, and they're looking at
they got advantage
21
to the right.
points.
This is an easy one to the right. Quarterback's going to keep it up the middle, and he's going to go for a gain of a couple, making about 3 to go, don't it?
Yeah, it'll be 2nd and
and
it's going to go some way.
Got a yellow rag up in the air. They're trying to take control of this game. They know there's a lot of jarring going on.
Oh, yes, the frustrations are going to start to come out, more and more. But it's frustrating when you're in a game and then all of a sudden you're not in the game. Coach, Coach Salas was talking about before the game, like, I'm ready to go. I wish we could start right now and this and that. It looked good for them while they were warming up. And then they started off even better by getting down to the 15-yard line on the 1st and 10. Then all of a sudden it was 7-0. Then another turnover was 14-0. They come to the third quarter, first play, 21-0. Another play after an interception or a fumble, it makes it 28-0. And now they got a first and goal, ball at the 1-yard line.
Tight into the right, twins left. 2 running back set for the quarterback, and he's going to hand it off right up the gut, and that's touchdown Falcons.
So with 6:12, only one half of
Isaac
the third
Moreno
quarter gone. It was 14-0 at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Quickly, with 6 minutes into the third quarter, over 2:48 into the third quarter.
You want me to call him?
Should we make the call?
Let's wait. Let's wait one more possession, and I'll call him.
All right, we're going to wait one more possession before we make an important phone call.
Yeah.
We're going to call somebody up. But before we do that, Paulo, take us to the point after.
All right. You got Martin Ornelas. It looks like a good hold and snap. And it is extra point Falcons. And just like that, don't it?
With 6:12 left, Pablo, they ran maybe 7 plays and they put in.
Don't it? It was 14-0 at half, man.
Yeah. Pablo, one play made it 21-0. Another play made it 28-0. Add 5 more plays, and it is now 35-0 with 6:12 left in the third, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God, man. And Coach, we've seen, me and Pablo have done a few, and I've done a lot of playoff games doing this for a few years now. And it just, we go back to the 4th and 3, that play that they could have, scored and made it a 14-7 game, and then you don't get it. And then, they're lucky that they didn't come back and put more points, but they hold them, and we say, okay, they're still 14-0. But then again.
Bill Reynolds, get the remote. Get ready.
Ready, Bill Reynolds?
Get ready, Bill.
Get the remote, man, because if nothing happens on this possession, what we're going to do is we're going to call Bill Reynolds. The lady.
We got it on speed dial.
Hey, he's already She's already putting on the
He
makeup.
should get
and
the
all-
remote
yeah,
ready.
yeah.
It's not over till the fat lady sings.
So,
You know what I'm saying? And
so we'll call her. We have to. For right now, let's give him one more chance. So with 6:12 left in the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dolan Salinas. I got two coaches to my left. Coach Escobar from the Bobcats, and of course, everybody that knows always with me, Coach Osbury from the Brewster.
The legend.
Junior High From the
Hey, I
legend.
appreciate you, Coach.
Uh-oh.
Oh, a little slip on the kickoff. That's going to be a short squib kick, basically. We need to have you up here more often, Coach Escobar. And he cuts it back. He's still on his feet on the 40, and he's brought down at the 43. That turned into a real good return as Ivan Jimenez, the kicker for the Falcons, slipped on the kickoff, which led to a short kickoff and which led to some good field position for the Cougars.
All right, so it's going to be 56 yards to go. It'll be at the 55 yards to go. Good spot there on the by the refs for the Cougars. They got only 55 yards to go, coaches. If you want to do something, you better do it right now. Say, no, I'm going to make that call, Pablo.
Yeah, what? You got, okay.
Hombre,
You know, when they call it unanswered points, don't it? That means that one team scores and the other did not respond. 35 unanswered points tonight thus far.
Here we go. First and 10 ball at the 45-yard line.
All right, he's going to stay in the pocket. He's going to throw it deep. That's in a cover three, so that corner should be running with him. And he almost makes the catch. A one-man route. Basically, he ran a streak route down the sideline. The corner had good position.
Had a chance.
He had a chance.
Exactly, Coach. Exactly, Coach. But when things aren't going your way, they're an example of when they're just not going to happen.
I've been a part of that, as a player and as a coach. You know, I think it's just part of the game. And I'm telling you, the hardest thing is teaching kids how to overcome adversity, how to overcome when things go bad.
What you call me?
He said you're from the university.
All right, here we go. Second and 10 coming up. 5:55 left in the
From the
third.
university.
Falcons 35.
That's right.
Cougars 0.
Twins right split left. Quarterback Espinosa's going to keep it himself. Read option. What he read was a bunch of white jerseys, and he kept it himself. It didn't matter. They gained him maybe one at best.
Hey, they gained 1 yard. We'll get 1 yard too. It'll be 3rd and 9 coming up. 5:40 left in the third quarter. We're live at Cat Stadium. Coach Escobar, Paul Osbury, Donald Salinas, Edith Salinas. We're having a blast, guys. No matter what the score is, you're going to enjoy our show. Paulo, we'll turn into some entertainment right here with Coach Escobar.
You know that's right. You know what's going to happen. Twins right split left.
We're doing shout-outs. Shout out.
Shout out, shout out. And they're in a little bit of, it looks like a bit of cover 4 back here. That's going to be a cover 2, and safeties are deep. He's got a man open, and he had a man open.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we
settle
go.
down, boys. A little extracurricular. Quarterback had to scramble, ad-lib on the play. He had a man open about 15, 20 yards deep down the sideline, but he overthrew him, which is going to lead to a 4th and 9.
Pablo, if I'm not mistaken, the past few years.
You are never mistaken.
We've
You're
seen
never
these guys.
mistaken.
These guys have been in the playoffs, my district game.
Yes, sir.
This is maybe the 3rd time, and the Cougars have taken the first 2. Yeah. So you know what? These guys, why they're playing still so hard.
Oh, so they played these guys last 2 years?
No. They before
they ran to the playoffs several times.
We were up.
Oh,
we were
okay.
down by about 21 points. Over there at their house, came back and left them on the field and beat them.
Punt gets out very quickly. A low knuckleball that's going to take an Edinburg North hop, and it's going to be.
Oh, don't do
there's
that.
No way.
Oh.
He went out of bounds. He was out of bounds.
No. What happened was
Coach, come on, man.
That's a tough one. The gunner had an opportunity to down the ball. I think he was trying. So he could have just pushed it out of bounds.
Yeah.
That's stuff that they got to
tough.
practice. But what happened was,
That's
unfortunately, the Cougar gunner actually accidentally pushed the ball into the end zone, which
That
leads
poor
to a
kid.
touchback.
He hustled. He did a great job of getting down there. He did a great job of hustling down. It was a great punt.
We can't buy a break now, man. They can't even buy it.
The kid did a great job. He made a great effort. It just kind of let go out of bounds.
Let me try to call him. Bill Reynolds. Ábrela.
Out in la puerta, Bill.
Open the gate.
Open the gate. The escort will be there in a little while.
I got to call him for real, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, my God. Here we go, guys. We've got 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
It makes it easy to run behind those big old guys they got down there.
Yeah, they got some
big old
linemen
kids
that looked apart. There's no doubt
Yes,
about
sir.
it. And it's going to be a whistle. That's going to be on the offense.
Here we go. We're waiting for the call from the head ref. De La Garza doing the head ref for tonight. 4:58 left. Here comes the call. 5 yards against the Falcons. And you know what? I'm going to miss everything.
Missed. Oh, tírala.
Throw the stats, babe. Forget the stats, man.
There we
We're
go.
throwing the stats away with
calling him.
4:58. All right, we made the call. Here we go. Bill Reynolds, open the gate. Billy.
Got split left.
Billy, don't be a hero.
And it's going to be a quarterback keeper right up the middle as he finds some room.
It's a wildcat formation, isn't it? Look like a little.
They got an athletic guy in there, Martino Niles.
Picked up 11, Pablo.
picked up 11. They needed a little bit more than that.
Yeah, I needed 15, so it'll be a 2nd and 4 coming up. 4:41, and the best thing we can do for the Cougars and the Edinburg fans and ourselves, run the clock, run the clock, run the clock.
Coach, get out. Shout it.
How many times y'all said that up here when I when I was on the sideline?
Oh,
No,
Hey,
Coach. We ran it at the end, Coach. We had to, Coach. Hey.
now I know
Hey,
what's being said up
he's busting us.
here.
Went left.
You guys,
Two
man.
running back set for Los Fresnos. Going to hand it off. This time looks like they got a couple of brand new jerseys in there.
Hey, I tell you what, those kids are still playing hard, and that's
Exactly,
good to
Coach.
see. That's
It's good to see, right? And that's one thing, like I told you, Coach. Nobody when we saw you playing,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
nobody knew
Nobody
that y'all had
cared.
only won one game and then you had only
whistle
won
the
two.
whistle, no doubt.
Yeah, that's good, and it says a lot about these kids in the Valley and these kids in Edinburg, Texas, the way they play and the way they are.
And it gives a lot of credit to the coaches, and we get credit where credit is due, and that's one thing. If anything, Edinburgh had the Jags. You never thought they won one game or one two after they played their last game of the season, man.
Yes,
they put on a show.
They did well against us. They put on a show.
Yeah,
too.
well, they did it against these Cougars, man.
Three running back set.
I knew they were a pretty good football team.
And he handed off. Raul Lopez on the outside. He's down the sideline. He's got one man to beat. And he gets pushed out of bounds.
See, that's a great play by 25 from Edinburgh.
Not giving up,
Not giving up.
Not giving
All
up.
right. Had a good angle. All them angle drills, Coach. You
Yes,
guys
sir.
working that angle drill 1,000 billion times. That was a proper angle as he met him at the last second, pushed him out of bounds. That was almost a touchdown for Raul Lopez, but they're
Yes,
going to.
Hold on. Are they going to move? They got a flag? What do they got? We got a flag. We got a flag. I think it was way after the first.
Well, they'd
we'll
be
wait.
hanging around over here, so he's
Yeah,
going to be on
we'll-
defense.
Yeah, we'll wait right now and see what's going on.
Probably somebody hitting behind the ball.
Oh, that's the second
man.
one now. Yeah.
He's out of the game. And again, ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand, these are probably a senior. Can you give me a classification on that kid?
He is a senior.
Yeah, and these seniors, they give you 4 years of hard working. And you try to coach. As a coach, you're like, we don't need that, son. But you got to understand, like you say, these guys are kids, man.
Yeah, they're kids.
16, 17-year-old kids that, you know what, you ain't going to do that on me.
They've worked really hard, and it comes to the end, and we played Wesco East, and our kids were they're at the end, they're driving it, and our kids were getting frustrated, and it's tough. I call a timeout, tell them don't let that define who you are.
All right, here we go. First and
Quarterback
10.
right up the gut.
Touchdown,
Sammy Cruz, touchdown Falcons.
Falcons.
All they do is replace him with another one. Sammy Cruz, quarterback keeper right up the gut. And just like that, 41 unanswered points.
Wow.
That phone has been ringing all night, and no one wants to answer it.
Nope. And we love frustration.
Are we going to throw our pin? We throw our pin. Yeah.
Yeah, we start throwing
We
pins.
start throwing our pins. Yeah.
We throw everything up here, Coach. Be careful, man.
Bill Reynolds,
I'm
open
gonna,
the gate.
Next year I'm gonna have somebody record y'all when we're playing.
Open the gate. Bill Reynolds. Uh-oh.
You don't have to wait till next year, Coach. Again, I'm going to explain something to you right now.
It's on the radio.
And the kick is up. Looks good from up here. Extra
Y'all
point,
probably saying,
Falcons.
what's Coach Escobar doing over there? What in the world?
What a brilliant call by Coach Escobar. No one have thought about that but him.
Yeah.
He is
Yeah.
on fire.
I know that's not right.
All right, so with 3:14 left, let's get back to football. With 3:14 left, it's right now. Los Fresnos Falcons all over the Cougars. It's been Falcon football all night long. After it started very well for the Cougars, on their first 8 plays, they went down to the 1st and 10 at the 15, went down to a 2nd and 5 at the 10. A fumble. Next thing you know, it's 7-0. Then they turn the ball over one more time after 2 turnovers. It was 14-0. First play of the third quarter, they go 75 yards. It's 21-0. Then their next possession, their first play, they go 43 yards. It's 28-0. Then we punt the ball to them, and it's 35-0. Now it's 42. ¿Qué pasó, Pablo? No estamos muy bien.
We got a shout out to Bill.
Who is that?
He said, you guys are crazy. Yes, sir. You got that right. Bill, open the gate.
Bill, let her out. Lipstick.
Yeah, let her out,
rollers.
yeah.
Who's Bill?
Make sure she got her jacket on.
Bill Reynolds is here at the trailer park. He lets the lady come out and
At the
sing.
gate.
He opens the gate. We get the escort, Coach.
We're going to get
We
the
got
escort.
it all figured out
Oh.
here.
We don't have the escort yet.
Bill, did they ever call you when Edinburg High Bobcats are playing?
Well, we might have.
Yeah, we went over there after the game. You won 2-0.
Send us a text. Bill.
Pick
I'd
up,
like to know.
short kick.
Didn't we go over there part after the 2-0 victory to Bills?
Yes,
Oh,
sir,
did
we
you?
did.
Yeah.
We were excited. We were celebrating. We were pumped. We were all talking about our old Bobcat days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was number 25?
Yep. He
You were
played
7,
corner.
yeah.
I'm number 7.
Yeah. We talked about it, Coach.
Legends, couple legends.
You just never let us talk about
Coach
it again.
Escobar, we need you back. Shout out, Coach Escobar. Shout out.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for putting up with us, man. I'm Donald Salinas. I got Coach Escobar. I got Paul Osbury. We're in the booth right now at Cat Stadium. We're live. Right now it's been all Falcon football. We're still in the third quarter, and they're up 42-0.
Twins left, split right. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. Maybe when we get a chance to get Coach Escobar to weigh in on maybe what he thinks about how things may possibly be shaping up next year, in the district. As soon as we get a break, Coach, maybe give us some insight.
Yes, sir.
You got obviously some insight into your district. You played everybody. You'll be coming back. Maybe you can shed some light on maybe some teams you think might be strong, some up-and-comers, even yourself. We'll catch that here in a minute.
What do you think, Coach? We got EHS, we got ENHS, the Jags, Westaco, and the other schools from far. There's a flag, so let's take it.
Go for it.
Coach, next year?
Well, I really think, Far North has a really good football team. They were young, had a lot of sophomores. Just with a new coach, I think they're going to be pretty good next year. They're going to be a tough team to beat next year. Westco's always going to rebuild. They got a lot of numbers, just like Westco East. They got good-looking kids. They do a good job. They got great coaching staff, do a great job with that. So, and their JVs were pretty good. And obviously Edinburg North is always going to be competitive, and they're going to fight, and they got a bunch of sophomores playing right now. And I think an extra week of practice always helps. You make the playoff, you get another week of practice. I think that helps.
All right, so we'll get back to you right now. Right now, we had a 25-yard run by the
Omar Acevedo.
So we're gonna all three of us. Here we go.
Move those chains.
The new trio in Edinburg.
Hey,
stay down.
We're up here. We got Mrs. Everything.
Three Musketeers.
We got Coach Escobar. We're thinking. Que más
quieres?
All
right, you go first and 10. And Coach, and I don't mean to put you on the spot or whatever,
yes,
but
sir.
I'm going to ask you, man.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, would you come out and tell me you do have a chance to make the playoffs next year?
Well, I'm a pretty humble guy, and I like our kids to have their backs against the wall and kind of have the same mentality. So, we really don't talk about that. We talk about practicing on Thanksgiving Day. We want to practice on Thanksgiving Day, so that obviously means we're going to be in the playoffs.
Okay.
And that's one of our goals. But, like I said, I like to be pretty humble, and I hope our kids have that same mentality, and that way they work a little bit harder. So, I'm not going to say that. I mean, you put me on the spot, but
I don't mind. I don't mind doing
that's
it.
Good.
Sure
No, that's good.
You put me in the spot the other day. But, hey, Coach, another thing, Coach, is, honestly, man, you weren't supposed to win a game.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I'm being very honest.
Well, and I know.
And when I met you and I saw that the fans, I knew you were going to win at least one or two, and
yes,
you did. Now, next, and even this year, you turned 2 or 3 plays from
yes,
2 games, and you could have been here tonight.
You keep on reminding me about those plays, that fake punt.
What you call me?
You keep on reminding me about those plays. But, yeah, and I think
Coach,
I want our kids to work hard.
Yeah, and Coach, you know what? And I remind you like that because, I heard that comment you made on the way up here and said it's going to be hard.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
And I thank you a lot because you're up here. Because,
yes, sir.
Not anybody will do it because, you know.
Yes, sir.
And that's the best thing, Coach. And I hope some of your kids are hearing us that you were that close to being here tonight.
Yes,
and even though you weren't supposed to win a single game, you weren't supposed to do this and that.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you came that close, Coach.
Yes, sir. And and that's I say this all the time. Without the kids, we wouldn't have had the pleasure of getting that close, and the way they worked and the commitment they made this summer, last spring, and allowing us to coach them hard and trusting us and believing us.
Believing somebody they never even heard of, Coach.
I know.
I had never heard about you.
Yeah, so they didn't know him. They didn't know me from anybody, and that, man, they've done a great job.
And I talked to you about, I talked to the board, and a few board members I know a few of them, not all of them, I think. But anyway, I talked to him and I said, hey, what made you all get this guy from not even aquí en el Valle or not even a Bobcat or not even a, oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, we had a 4th and 1, Cougars go for it, quarterback sneak, and he was not even the cute taco short, man.
Not even a cute taco short with cheese and beans.
Nada.
Didn't make it.
Not even nachos, not even a chip.
Anyway,
he was short, so it's going to be Falcon football one more time. And, Coach, I mean, I talked and I asked them, I said, what, man? And they said, something just, you had a little fire on you.
He must have interviewed well, Coach.
Yeah,
that's the deal.
My principal, she's the one that kind of, she's the one that kind of got the whole thing going, and I think that's what kind of happened. And she took a chance on me, and I appreciate that.
That's a great chance, man.
Well,
Congratulations.
I'm lucky.
Welcome
lucky,
to Edinburg, and I hope you stay here for a long time. Here we go. It's going to be first and 10. Falcon football, Pablo.
All right, this time Edinburg North expecting the run. Hello.
Look how clean those jerseys are on the
Yeah, on
offensive
both
side.
sides. Los Fresnos has got their backups in. I don't see any more than big old starting linemen in there anymore. Certainly the quarterback. And it is sure just now starting the fourth quarter.
We're just going to start the
We
fourth.
don't have the escort yet.
She's driving up pretty soon, man. We need the escort.
Yeah, we need the escort.
I thought you were going to see the escort, Coach. You don't believe it, Coach, but the escort will be there very shortly.
You
right
don't
now,
believe
I've seen it. I've seen it, guys. I've been on that
All
sideline
right.
over there.
We're going.
I've seen y'all calling.
We may have had a few escorts, Coach. You know what I'm saying? We may have called on a few, on Bill to open the gate a few times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but we also called him on the other team as well.
So after 3 quarters to play, it is still Falcons 42, Cougars 0. 12 minutes left of this first history game of 6A football playoff at Cat Stadium. I'm Donald Salinas, Paul Osbury, and Coach Escobar to my left and to my right. Ida Salinas joining us with the
Rene
stats.
Ortega hands it off to David Alvarez as he gets outside, and they needed 12. They got about 10.
And you know what, Coach, you brought it up a while ago how good it looks. That these Cougars aren't giving up, man.
They're not.
I mean,
they're playing hard. They're still
playing hard, and they're going full speed to catch up to them guys. Because let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, backups are going just as fast as the first stringers were.
And that's the hardest part about coaching when you get in these situations, and if you've done what you're supposed to in the off season and train your kids right, then they're going to do that.
Do they have a punter, Coach?
They do.
They do. Okay.
David Alvarez on the run and sweep, and that's a very telling stat right there. They haven't even punted. So, that ought to, you can pick any number of stats. That one right there ought to let you know that they have been just driving it down their throats.
All right, so we're going to see a punter, I believe.
What?
Yeah.
He's probably not even warmed up.
No?
Yeah, he better stretch.
It looks like he played linebacker.
Yeah. We got starting offensive tackle. No, he's not. Got Isaiah Zepeda back there to punt. I don't know if he's stretched.
Here we go,
First
guys.
punt of the
Let's
night.
see if he's got Paul in him or not.
And he does not.
No.
High knuckleball.
And he does not.
And,
shoestring tackle there.
Yep, good little tackle, good hustle down there in the play by Jake Sales to bring him down on a good special team tackle.
All right, so it's going to be first and 10. Cougars getting the ball one more time. Tonight they'll start at their own 23-yard line. They held the Falcons to put in the ball here for the first time this evening. The only thing is they did it with 10:38 left in the ball game, and they got 42 points already on the board. So, hey, fans starting to thin out here, Pablo.
You're right about that, don't it?
Martin.
It is what it is as Edinburg North takes the field down 42-0. I mean,
I want to finish this right here with. I want to talk about Jags too. I think Jags will be pretty good too. I think it's going to be a competitive district.
Great, Coach. Great. Let's let this play go.
Farm Memorial's
and
gonna be
after
good
that,
too.
you're going to talk through a few plays if you have to, but we'll wait for his play. Pablo.
Twins right, split left. Going to hand it off right up the middle. Hanging on the ball.
Chop
Good,
block.
tough run.
Chop block.
Getting in the game. Good job by Tito Salazar on the run. But if it stands at the first down, I don't know if it's going to.
Here we go. Here's the flag.
And it looks like it's going to be
On the spot of the foul? We'll wait and see.
probably on the offense.
No, it's on the defense.
Oh, wow. That's a very rare defensive call.
So let's, guys, one more time.
Move those chains.
Coach, just go out there. Good. Let's get back to this question we had
Okay.
by, I believe, Martin Torres.
Martin Torres, Cats TV.
Cats TV. You asked, who's that guy? That's Mr. Cats TV, Coach.
Yes, Martin Katz.
Martin Cats Torres. So, Coach, go get back to
Well,
this
I think
question.
I think everybody. It's just going to be a competitive district. I really do. I think it's going to come down to people work harder. Who's going to work hard in the off season? I really do. Or in the summer. I think that's what it's going to come down to. Farm Memorial is going to be good. They do a good job over there. There's a great group of coaches in this district. So I think it's going to come down to who's going to make those tough plays when it counts.
All right, and that's Coach.
Christian Espinosa going to kept it on that play. Gain of 1.
Coach Escobar talking about next year's team. And that question was brought to us by our Cats TV guy, Mr. Martin Torres. That's a great question, Martin. Thanks a lot, Coach. And thanks for answering the question, Coach, because I feel that this year, like I said, I thought the Jags were going to be in, man.
Yes, sir.
But they played their best football in the last 2 games
Yes,
or
sir.
3 games of the season, and that's kind of late.
And that's high school football. I think it goes back to I mean, everybody's pretty competitive.
Yeah, in 6A football, ladies and gentlemen, we like to call it 3 seasons, and you got to give credit to the Cougars for making that 3rd season. Of course, it's preseason, it's district, and then comes the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
Bobcats had 1 and 2, Jags had 1 and 2,
Yes, sir.
and it was the Cougars that came up with season number 3. Even
Yes,
though it's
sir.
only going to go 1 game, but
It
at least
doesn't
they were
matter.
in the season number 3.
That's exactly
Tito
right.
Salazar run up the left side, got himself a first down, so they're
we're
going to
gonna
move those chains.
Coach, don't even wait for us no more, Pablo.
Yeah, he was doing it. We better do it because he's already ready to do it.
Thanks a lot, Coach. I'm
All right,
having a
thank you.
blast. I hope you're enjoying it, too.
Thank y'all.
9:05 left in the ball game. It's still Falcons 42, Cougars 0. I'm Donald Salinas. Coach Escobar and Paul Osbury joining me in the booth.
Twins right, split left. They're going to hand it off to Amado Acevedo as he goes outside. Maybe a gain of about 4. Makes it 2nd and 6.
Coach, as a coach, when do you start preparing for next week if you're the Falcons?
Oh, I'm sure they already started, but you know, I think right now you start looking at what you got to do, and probably show some formations you haven't ran yet, and make people prepare for that.
Yeah,
You know?
give more to think about.
Yeah.
All right, 2nd and 7 coming up. 8:30 left in the ball game.
Twins left, split right. Twins right, split left. I apologize. That's the quarterback going to keep it. Espinosa as he bounces it outside, still fighting hard.
He needed 6 and he picked up 12. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna
Move those chains.
I want to say, ladies, let's move the chains. Hey, ¿qué pasó, Pablo?
¿Qué más quieres?
¿Qué
¿Qué
más?
más?
¿Qué más quieres?
He's beating us to it, Pablo.
Hey,
Jesus. I thought everything over here was catching on to the
miss
stats quick.
everything.
This guy's catching on to his mic. He likes it, man.
Got it, man.
8 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen.
Twins right, split left. They're going to hand it off to Omar Acevedo as he runs into a crowd.
Pick up
the
3.
middle, gain of 3 no mas.
Gain of 3, so it'll be 2nd and 7 coming up. We're under 8 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, here at Cat Stadium. We're live, 6A football playoff history here at Cat Stadium, but it's not good for the Edinburg team. Right now they're down 42-0. That is to Los Fresnos Falcons, 7:40 and counting. We have a 2nd and 7 coming up. Pablo.
Got Twins right, split left. Espinosa still in the game. Going to keep it himself off the left side. He tries to gain the edge, and he gets walked down. That's a very good tackle by Eliseo. Boy, and I'm going to give myself a try here. Gazoria.
What you call me?
Hey.
What'd you call me?
3rd and 6 coming up. A pick up a 1 yard on the play. 7:15 left. Gentlemen, 2-down territory, or do you give your kicker who got you in the season into these playoffs a chance, Pablo?
Nah, they're going to go for it on it. What we got, baby?
What do we got? We got Del Rio High School 28, Memorial 20, 11-14 left in that ball game. Coach, I'm surprised, Coach. I'll be honest with you.
Memorial kind of used to blowing people out. Now they're in a real battle. And a good.
Incomplete.
Good
call.
A busted play. Quarterback drops back the pass, gets flustered out of the pocket, finds a man open who would have had the first down, but he got hit immediately. And it is 4th and 6.
4th and 6.
And I would expect him to go for it.
All right, we'll wait and see what they're going to do. Hey, Coach, only because I've seen the Real the last 3 years in the playoffs, and, you know, they don't impress me. They beat them last year. The Bobcats also beat the Cougars beat them. They beat the Jags, but barely 2 years ago. You know, so here we go. It's going to be 4th and 6 coming up, Pablo.
And he drops back. He's being flustered out of the pocket. He had a lot of time. He dumps it off on a broken play. That might get him a first down.
Give him a spot.
I think they got it.
Justin Guerra on the catch.
It's going to be close.
Here
I
it
think
goes.
they got it.
Julio, what do we got?
First down.
They call it?
Yep, they called it already. So, gentlemen, we're going to
move those chains. What? That's only 2nd one of the year. He's only like 34 for 31.
34 for 31.
Or 31 for 34. Which one is it?
You got me there, buddy.
2 for 4 or 4 for 2 or something.
It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball at the 23-yard line. 6:20 and counting left in the ball
Christmas
game.
come early.
Still Falcons 42, Cougars 0. Cougars trying to get a little respect tonight here.
Twins left, split right. As Christian Espinosa still in the game, drops back to pass. He sees a man open in the flats, and he hits him. That's Justin Guerra. Catches in the flats, still on his feet, down at the 4. The 3 brought down as Edinburg North trying to get rid of that goose egg with 6 minutes left.
All right, Pablo, so they got enough to move the chains. So here we go.
What?
We're going to
Move those chains and drop them chains.
I'm not that advanced.
Yeah, we gotta have the practice, coach.
All right, so it's
Saturday
gonna
morning
be
practice.
first and
Saturday
go
morning practice.
for the Cougars.
We're going to have to
trying
practice a
get
little bit
on
after
the
this
board.
game. We have to go get ourselves a couple Diet Cokes.
All right, we got a little update from Uvalde.
Comes on.
They're still down 33-28, 9:41 left. No, I'm sorry. It's just the
He missed
score.
everything correcting him. Good job, man. Quarterback keeper right up the middle. He may
No, he's
have
down
enough. He's down at the 1-inch yard line.
at the Q Taco.
Yeah, he's a cute taco away.
He's a good-looking kid, though. That
Yeah, he's a big
quarterback's a
boy.
good-looking kid.
Here we go.
He's probably going to keep it himself. He leans forward. He might have enough.
Touchdown,
Cougars! As they get on the board, don't
They
it?
get on the board with 5:17 left in the game. It is now the Falcons 42, the Cougars 6. We're waiting for the point after coming up, Pablo.
Yes, sir. And Edinburg North dejected as they know they're going to lose this game, but they're feeling a little bit decent about themselves. They're able to score. Extra point formation. Alejandro
Leo's too
Medrano.
loud, Martin.
Alejandro Medrano lined up for the kick. Looks like a good snap and hold. The kick is up. Extra point, Cougars.
Sorry about that, Pablo. Yeah, he's too loud, Martin. All right, here we go, guys. 5:17 left, and here comes the fun part. Here comes the onside kicks and all this stuff that they're going to try and do. That me and Paul jumped on one, Paulo, that, it was the Bobcats who tried it.
Yes, remember you had a gorgeous one that bounced to the 10, and then the 11, and the 12, and the 13, and the 14, and the 15 were, get on the ball.
Thanks for bringing that up.
I'm sorry, Coach Donut, man.
What a start to a game, Coach.
It was a great.
We almost jumped out of the booth onto the ball for you.
Our special teams coordinator did a great job.
That was great.
Coach
That was
Cantu, He did a
awesome.
great job of seeing what they did, and it was a great call.
Great. Awesome call,
He did a
Coach.
great job, and it was something we talked
Gorgeous
about.
kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't decide it till the last. So we were out there standing looking, and we just said,
Wow.
you know what, let's do it. So we decided.
What a time to do it. And, again, these are kids, man.
Yeah,
You got to remember.
Yeah. And that
You
poor
got to
kid.
remember. Yeah, I mean, that guy's going to not
poor
forget. He
kid.
won't forget that for the rest of his life.
you know,
I'm sorry
and
to say it.
he was dejected after the game, and I felt bad for him, and after that happened, but next year he'll be better.
Coach,
He's
would have been
coming back.
real
Good
interesting.
attitude,
Would have been
He's gonna be
real
back.
interesting if you'd have got that extra the
Yes,
onside.
sir.
Would have been real
Yeah.
Oh,
interesting.
yeah, I think so, too.
Just the momentum would have shifted so,
Yes, sir. And for a kid's mentality, for a
Yeah.
kid's sake, just,
just boom.
Guys, something
hey,
good
here
to
we go.
happen.
Yeah.
they needed that. They need something good to happen all the time.
Sorry we brought it up, Coach. Was
No,
that
it's
Paul or
good.
me?
You can bring it up. It was both of y'all. It's good.
All right, here we go. It's going to be the Cougars kicking up from the 40-yard line.
I want my
And
cast
more
back.
likely,
No way. Those are gone, Coach.
man. This guy's having too much fun, Paulo.
And it's going to be a high, short kick. Fair catch signal. Why not? That's what he's told to do, I guess, on a short one like that. Field at the 25. Those
Yeah.
Fresnos
You
got
know,
runs.
here we go. Seniors, go at it. Oh, my God.
Well, everybody, there you go. Coaches came on the field. Good job, guys. Good job. Get your guys off.
All right, here we go. Hey, right here, you got to call your team and let them know what's going on. Again, guys, you might think somebody come and blindside you and you're in the playoffs and they take out one of your players from the back. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be fun after that or funny. So you need to be careful, with these guys because there's a lot of anger on the Cougar side right now, let me tell you guys.
Well, football season is just ended. If you're a senior, it's over.
Tough. It's tough. And one thing, it's tough. I mean, they're kids, and you just got to hope that.
And, guys,
They
you
react
can't
better.
win at everything. You got to learn
You
how to
gotta
win.
like-
You got to
you're
learn
right.
how to lose. You got to learn how to win as well.
Yeah,
That's right.
losing is part of winning, if
That's
you ask
right.
me.
Yeah.
I, as a coach, practice and preach that you got to lose with pride and lose
God,
with sportsmanship.
who's this
And just
kid,
like you
man?
win, you got to
Yeah.
handle both of them.
Well, you don't want people to leave the stadium thinking you're one of those kids that's going to be doing that, and that's what I tell our kids.
Gentlemen, is that coach ready?
Move those chains! Holy cow!
You guys-
Estoy lindo.
you
He told me
guys-
to get ready and do it, coach.
Wow, that was great. And look at that. Never seen hustle like that.
First and 10 coming up. Here we go.
That boy ran a 4.4 to get out of bounds.
So we don't, have you been to our games? So we don't hustle like that.
Man.
Thanks, Paul.
No, Coach. Hey, Coach, there's no secret. We are Bobcats, man.
I know you are.
There's no secret.
That's why I love you guys.
All
There's
right,
no
and we are, and we'll be for life, man.
Doubt about it.
And when we let the people know, and they know it. And
Well-
Coach Garza's a very good friend of mine.
Yes, sir.
He knew when he was there, and Coach Salinas knew enough when he was at the Jags. Coach Peña, we're Bobcats, man, no matter what. But we're Edinburg fans also.
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes,
Get out, shout out.
Shout out, Guerra, little shout out, Guerra.
Shout out,
Don't
shout
be
out, shout out.
driving.
Shout out
There we
to
go.
Mr. Rene Guerra, longtime employee of the district, retired recently. Glad he's always tuning in. Quarterback keeper right up the middle.
Man,
That's Rene
good.
Ortega. And he's going to rumble down.
They needed 15. He picked up about 12. So it's going to be 2nd and 3 coming up. 4:14 left, ladies and gentlemen. We're live at Cat Stadium, where we had Cougar football tonight, but it's been all Falcons. They're up 42-7.
And even though Falcons' foot on the gas pedal, it's not that they're necessarily trying to score. It's just this is what they do. They have their backups in, but this is just what they do, guys.
Yeah.
2 running back set. This time they got Rene Ortega back there.
And they're
Let
running
the clock run down a little bit,
Yeah.
and that's good. That's the right thing to do.
You know-
Asking for the ball. He's going to hand it off right up the middle. And he gets tackled, a little shoestring tackle right there.
You know, this year we've been a part of those games where we're getting blown out and people try to throw touchdown passes on us with 2 minutes left, 3 minutes left. You know, it don't bother me one bit. I think it's our job to try to stop them.
But you're not going to forget.
I'm not going to forget it, and I'm not going to let our kids forget it either.
Attaboy. That's part of every coach,
That's
ladies and
right.
gentlemen. That's why these SaberCats, and I questioned Coach Salinas about the SaberCats this year, Coach, on doing that. But then I had a little reminder. They
They
did
did to them.
Yeah,
Somebody
for
did
2
to
years.
them.
2 years, a lot.
Rene Ortega, quarterback keeper on the left side.
Look
They got enough for the first down, and they're going to
Move those chains. All right, it's going to be another first down for those Fresnos. They're now at the 49-yard line. That's their own 49. 3:05 and counting, ladies and gentlemen, left in this first history game here at Edinburg Cat Stadium. First 6A state playoff game in football. Here we go, Paulo. It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball at the 49-yard line. We're under 3 minutes left in the game. And the best thing about it, ladies and gentlemen, is the clock is running.
Yes, sir. You got Rene Ortega in the shotgun alongside Martin Ornelas. And it's going to be a run. Ornelas to the left side as he fumbles the ball. But Los Fresnos gets back on it as they have retained possession, but after a big loss.
7
make
yards?
it about 2nd and 16 or so.
Yeah, you're right, Paulo. We'll call it 2nd and 16. They say 2nd and 15,
Man,
but
maybe
they're
more
wrong,
than that.
Paulo. You're right. 2nd and 16 coming up, and it'll be 2:22 and counting left in this ball game. Well, Coach, you know what? We're not going to say goodnight just right now, but just right now I'm going to start thanking you. I invited you for the pregame, and you know.
Hey, we didn't let him go. It's
Martin,
all right. No, man.
This guy didn't leave, Martin.
We kept him.
We kept him here, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
Thank you very much, Coach Escobar.
No, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys doing everything you do for us and our program and for our kids especially. You know, I think somewhere between now and then they kind of lost I think it happens.
Yeah.
You know, the Bobcat pride, the Bobcat tradition was kind of lost somewhere in between there. And what we try to do is we try to bring people that graduate from Bobcats, play for the Bobcats, just to get back. Our kids understand what their tradition is, you know, the pride.
Exactly, Coach, and you're doing a good job. Keep it up. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, before I forget, a little shout-out going out to the volleyball team of the Edinburg North Cougars, who had a great season, did good. The cross-country did good. The band went to state, Pablo.
Man, Coach
So
Adrian
shout-out going out
Cavazos.
to all them, man.
Adrian Cavazos, head volleyball coach, a former Bobcat as well. He was an all-district offensive tackle for the Bobcats. And a fumble as Edinburg North is going to recover the ball. After a very long run by the Falcons, Edinburg North is going to have the ball.
So, Pablo, he got 30-some yards to get the first down, but we're going to move the chains. We're going to flip them chains. Oh, you little coach is on it. All right, so it's going to be Cougar football. 1:10 left in the game, ladies and gentlemen. And a little live for the people. Hey, we got the ball, and they start leaving. ¿Qué pasó?
They're coming back.
Oh, they're coming back. All right, good job,
Coming
Pablo.
back. You guys.
Come back to get their jacket.
Also, let's thank our board members. A reminder from the stats lady, you haven't thanked the board.
Oh,
so we're going to do that right now.
All state.
And you know what, Pablo?
All state school board. Give us
Good luck to the new board. They got sworn in on Wednesday, I believe.
Got some big
So
old shoes,
I'm
some
gonna
size
intro-
15
I'm
shoes
gonna
to fill.
introduce them right now. Our president of the school board, Juan Sani Palacios, a new replacement for Dr. Martin Castillo. Thank you for what you did for the school district of Edinburg. Dr. Castillo, you did a great job. Replacing him will be Javier Salinas. Our secretary, Jaime Solis. Our member, Jaime Chavana, is being replaced by Oscar Salinas.
Robbie Lee.
Member still, Carmen Gonzalez. Member still, Robert Peña Jr. And David Torres being replaced by his everything, Miss Eli Torres. ¿Qué más quieres?
¿Qué más?
¿Qué
And
más?
Robert Peña, that's an old Bobcat right there as well,
Yeah.
baby.
All
Yeah,
right.
so special thanks going out to you, of course. valleycentral.com, and of course, Catch TV, that is KATS Channel 17, Martin Torres.
Oscar Salinas, former Bobcat as well. He was a fullback for the Bobcats. He ran tough. I'll tell you what,
Really?
he lowered his head, and he was going to move you forward. Oscar Salinas, congratulations, being voted to the school board.
All right, third down coming up. We're down to 28 seconds, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen.
the escort.
El escort, ¿qué pasó? Nunca llegó.
I know.
She's probably getting tired already sitting there.
We've never.
We
You know what? She was here so early.
Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate y'all. I really do. Now, thank y'all for having
me. You're going
me.
to hear it. When I say from here, we're going to say, the last words are good night.
Yeah, good night.
You're gonna join us, buddy. Here we go. You got to say good night.
Okay.
You said good evening. Now you're going to say good night. Here we go. It's going to be 3 seconds, 2, 1. Last play of the game. Cougars. A little pass. He's going to go nowhere but a pickup of maybe 6 yards. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is a final at Edinburg Cat Stadium, first ever 6A high school football playoff game. Does not go good for the Edinburg schools, but anyway, we had history here being done at Edinburg Cat Stadium. So it's going to be Paul Osbury, Coach Escobedo, Ida Salinas, and myself, Donna Salinas, saying good night, everybody.
35% of the bellow, about 65 Escobar. I corrected my.
You don't say nothing, you just laugh. Hey, go see it. Hey, Coach, what's the number?
432.
Hold on. 432
934.
934. Playing Afghanistan or what?
5450.
Hey, what you got?
I know. I'm like,
Hey, well, I'll call you in a minute, see what's up.
hold on.
Give me 10 minutes to get out of here. Man. Let me go take some bath.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, man. I look forward to heading your way, man, for the speaking on that.
Martin,
Martin, good job again, man.
we'll let you know.
Yeah, well, if Bella wins, we're going to